track1.com.
Welcome back to the Carrier Dome. Johns Hopkins on the road, leading the Syracuse Orange 5-2. Start of the second quarter. Tradition off the charts when it comes to this rivalry. And in 1989, a flashback to the national title game. Who's that guy in cage? Quint Kesnick. You don't see that anymore. 65%. This guy was a wall. But there was a guy named Paul Gate who shot as hard as anyone in the nation. 4 goals on the day for one of the Twins. What I think is the best pass in lacrosse history, Paul Gate to Greg Burns. Man alive, this game was epic. Some of the best players ever. Gary Gate, Dave Petramala, Quint Kesnick. What were your memories of that, partner?
Well, I remember that pass pretty well because I look at Steve Ciccarone, who's the defender, and we kind of smiled at each other. We said, did he just make that pass? It was 30 yards on the rope behind the back. And Greg Burns, man, the luckiest guy in the history of lacrosse to play around that cast. But you know, Rodney Dumpson wins that game for Syracuse. And Paul played great. Petro did an outstanding job against Gary. But it was Rodney Dumpson who made 2 shots in the fourth quarter, and that's why Syracuse won.
Absolutely. I thought Dumpson that entire year would take advantage of those kind of matchups because all the focus on the Gates. But I was a kid. I was an 8th grader sitting in the stands, and the juice and the energy that gave me heading into high school really propelled me to have goals to play at that stage. So guys like you, Petro, Gary and Paul Gate, unbelievable icons.
It's interesting you say that because the 1983 championship, when Syracuse overcame a 5-goal third quarter deficit to beat Johns Hopkins for their first national title, is that game for me. And I was there in person watching it. And that game, as a 9th grader, is inspiring. And we hope, if you're a high school player, you're watching us today on ESPNU.